Good day to everybody out there. This is See Thy Wealth, Water Your Health, Drink a Glass of Water. And as you can see here with the property, we are finishing up the well project here. Also getting some underbrush and bush that doesn't really, that's taking up space that I want to use to plant fruit trees in the future. We're getting all that stuff removed. My guy Byron is here. He's down in the hole actually helping with the well here. So thankful for that guy. But, you know, as you can see, the lady and her team has come through, and that's Byron down there. He's actually, man, this brother's running several teams down here, has several offices, and, you know, man, look at him in the well. He's down there digging. Like he's the actual boss guy. So salute to Byron and much respect, man. It's incredible. Like I said, he fell from heaven for me for this project, because you know, you can run across so many different people in any place, and to run across a good contractor anywhere, for anybody that's ever done any work, y'all know how it is. But look at how good it looks. It's amazing. We really don't know exactly what we want to. I know what I want to do, but I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. So what you see right now is just me doing some trial and error, and you know, this is my canvas. You guys get to see my canvas and get to see how I draw and how I paint and what comes about this. So for me, yeah, I'll take in a lot of information and, you know, wisdom from people who have done this in the local area. And I'll also take information from people who have done YouTube videos and things that I feel like have resonated with me and implemented into this. But I always said I wanted to start from the immediate area around the house and work my way out, instead of trying to clear a couple acres of land at one time and then start planting fruit trees. And I don't want to do that. I want to just kind of work within what's already here and build fruit trees within the forest. I mean, we're talking about a food forest, you know, not monocrops. So, you know, it's going to be a challenge, and it's also going to be fun. It's going to be a journey. You learn so much, the earth, different patterns with the weather, you know, what plants grow and this particular shade, and how much it's just going to be so enlightening, you know. And I'm thankful to have everybody that's joining in to tap in and watch me do this. You know, I know it's interesting because it's not like the normal thing that we do. I mean, off grid is one thing. It's just like, man, we had no power here yesterday from 6 a.m, I believe, up until 3 p.m. And since I'm off grid, I didn't have to worry about that. But everybody else in the country, they had to worry about electric. The restaurants were shut down unless you had a generator. And if you had a generator, you were good, or unless you want solar. So we were perfectly fine out here yesterday with no power in regards to the country, because we rely on the sun for hours. And I'm so thankful for that. So thankful for the sun. So thankful for the clouds when we get them and they blocking some of the sun. You know, I realize in the morning, in the rising time, that solar, because, you know, learning this solar panel system and everything else that has to do with off grid, even the well, I'll be learning things about that as we get that done. But learning about the solar and just getting up in the rising and seeing how much voltage is being produced from the sun to the panels at what time, and at 6 a.m, because I believe it starts, the sun rises around 5:14, 5:15 here. But I know around 6, that actual voltage usually shows that there's something being brought from the sun to the solar panels. So that's a beautiful thing. I like to kind of gauge and see how much energy to use throughout the day with the air conditioning and, you know, my refrigerator. And I'm going to probably get a TV tomorrow and a couch and several other things. But, you know, it was just interesting to see that, you know, this land here, man, if I had to rate it, I'd say out of a 10, I have to give it a 9.5. I have to give it a 9.5. And I'm not saying this just because it's mine. I'm not saying it just because it's mine. I'm not saying it's because it's ours. I should say that. I'm not saying it's because it's ours. This is just an incredible piece of land. All this fruit on this property, Like, I couldn't have asked for all this natural bush and jungle and trees and regular great hardwood to use for building and framing and stuff like that. I mean, it's so many minerals here and so many natural resources. I'm in heaven. But right now we want to clear, because I don't want to walk through this stuff and I can't see where I'm walking, and I gotta have my machete walk, and I gotta be tight with my boots and my snake pants and all that. Like, I don't want to have to put all that shit on every time I walk through. Now, every once in a while I might get into the deep bush with my stuff on, but for the most part I want to be able to walk through the land and enjoy the birds, just walking around, taking in the air, sucking in the breathing, yoga, meditating out here. Like, it's going to be so nice. Like, I can't even fathom what this is going to turn into.